Hi guys, it is Tuesday and I'm bringing you another scrapbook process video, and this layout is going to be very winter themed. This is pictures from Christmas, and so I thought I would use this lovely cut file from Paige Evans, and that was part of her 25 days of Christmas for $25. And the first few days that it launched, I was interested in seeing if I would like them before I purchased them, and she did not disappoint. I really enjoyed every single one of the files that I received, and so I did sign up for the February 14 days of cut files for $14. So I look forward to working with those as well. But these are called mittens, justifiably. And instead of trying to back the cut file with a ton of little tiny papers, I just went ahead and pulled from an old 6x6 pad. This is an old Bo Bunny collection called Serenity, and I was going to use a background paper that was red, and so I thought the mittens would look perfect backed in red, and I really like how the colors complement each other. So you can see there, it was really quick and easy to do it that way. And I just backed the background paper is from an old stack of papers that I had as well. And that was called My Mind's Eye Wonderful Winter. And then a white piece that I had gutted and used to frame it out. That way the mittens are white and the frame on the back of the background paper is white, and everything just kind of stands out. So I just took some scraps and added them to the back of my photos. These are fun little photos of Alan getting his Christmas gifts, and I did want to use some of my old chipboard to back this cut file so that it would be standing up and dimensional, because I didn't want to throw out all my chipboard, but I don't see a purpose for using it other than using it on a large cut file like this. So instead of just pitching it, I went ahead and used it to back, or to pop up the back of this cut file. So that's a fun trick to use, so you don't have to buy a bunch of foam tape if you don't want to. And so I do use hot glue on occasion. I kind of get in a hot glue mood. And as long as the hot glue is not touching my photos in any way, I feel comfortable with using it. As long as it's not sticking out and showing, I don't think it's going to turn yellow over time. And if it does, it will be underneath the cut file or the photos. So I'm not too worried about that. And it's an inexpensive route to use adhesive as well. Couple of tips there. So just decided that I would dig into some of the Felicity Jane Thanksgiving, what was like the Black Friday stuff that I bought in 2018. I've still got a little bit of it left over, and I love that little scalloped frame, so I just cut it in half and used it on each side of the photo. And then this little tab sticker set is a really old one. That is Crepe Paper Sleigh Ride, and it's kind of got some creams and some reds and some mints that go with the photos and with the papers that I've chosen. So even though they're kind of nostalgic looking, I think they worked out well on this layout, and I was happy to get them used. So I've had them in my stash for a while, so I was really happy to get them used. I interviewed some of these acetate pieces from Felicity Jane, but I don't think I end up using any of them. I just felt like they kind of got lost, and I didn't want to back them with white paper. I did try to cut out the reindeer, and it just didn't turn out well. So as cute as that little reindeer was, I tried to back it on white and cut it out, and it was just too intricate, and I kind of messed it up. So I think I end up pitching it or popping it off of the white and trying to salvage it, something like that. But I was a little disappointed I didn't get to use that one. So if you're looking at these photos and you wonder why Alan is holding up a stuffed animal, my ex-stepmom is such a character. She went to Build-A-Bear, and their acronym is BAB. Otherwise, like Alan's nickname is BAB, Bab. So she thought it would be cute because on the paw it said Bab. And he was very confused why he received that. But she's got an interesting sense of humor. So he immediately gave that to Ella. So she got her first Bab bear, I guess. But then he got some drumsticks for his drum set that he got, and a big Whataburger sweater, and a little plaque that talks about him being Grandpa the legend. So a bunch of little photos here that I managed to get on one layout, and I think it turned out fun. So I did dig into some of these American Crafts Remarks stickers that have some sweet little sweaters and a big polar bear. And I'm gonna, oh, I'm sorry, maybe that's sweater weather. Maybe it is the sweater weather collection. I believe it is. Anyway, it's got the polar bears and the little houses and the little sweater. And even though there's blue in that collection, I think that it plays well off of the photos. I don't know why, because there's really no blue in the photos. Maybe it's the glare off of his shirt that is his Christmas alien shirt that complemented it, but it worked. So I used a bunch of these stickers. And I think I'm digging into the snow and cocoa stickers as well. Maybe that's the collection. I don't know. I'm confused now. Anyway, you probably know I don't keep up with every single brand and every single name and collection. I just don't have time for that in my life. So I just kind of wing it and enjoy the process and try to make it as less complicated as possible and go with what makes me happy. So yeah, I know I used some stickers from American Crafts Remarks and from Crepe Paper, Snow and Cocoa, and also I believe Sweater Weather. I don't end up keeping that one gold word that says winter. I felt like it was a little out of place. There's no gold on the layout and it didn't work with the photos. So I'm going to end up taking that off and replacing it with another label from that same crepe paper sticker set. And it makes me much happier. It's like the rule of thirds. Everything, it'll have blue in thirds. So I also used a few of those little stars that were on the sticker sheet, and I do believe those were from the Remarks collection. And this little label that says December, I decided to add a little bit of twine. I just have some cotton twine that I use for a lot of things. So you can see I'm pulling that off and putting it back on the Snow and Cocoa set of stickers. Just didn't work for me. So it's coming together really nicely here, and I'm trying to decide what I need to finish it up. And I know I'm going to add a few more stickers that look like asterisks or snowflakes or stars. And here's where I found that label that says beautiful and bright. And I'm going to add that, and that kind of gives me those 3 clusters of blue. So I was able to use a ton of stickers, and that was really fun. I like when I have a collection and I can just use a ton of it and feel like I'm getting my money's worth and value out of one sticker sheet or one little mini collection or something like that. So I accomplished that here. And then I finished up with a little bit of watered down acrylic paint, just some cheapy acrylic paint. And I found this little white cutout star hanging out on my desk, and I added it in another small 2 around those clusters. And that finishes the page. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more videos, go ahead and click the bell. like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll have another video for you soon. Ta-ta for now. Bye.